If the Prime Minister is going to threaten an election in a pandemic, every time an opposition party asks a question on their pandemic planning, on support for small business, on former Liberal MPs and Liberal insiders getting access to hundreds of millions of dollars of taxpayer money, he's going to have to get used to the fact that the Conservatives are going to do our job. We're here for a better response in the second wave of the pandemic. We're here to partner with the provinces to be better prepared than we were federally with the border and other things in the pandemic. We're here to ask questions in accordance with our role as an opposition party. And we are never going to let the arrogance or entitlement of the Liberal Party to stand in our way of asking reasonable questions that Canadians want us to ask. Our Opposition Day motion today is a normal affair of Parliament. Opposition parties have several each session. Creating a committee has never in our history been grounds for a confidence vote. It's Mr. Trudeau that is making it a confidence vote because Mr. Trudeau would prefer to try and go to an election rather than ask questions about insider spending scandals, rather than tell Canadians that he has no plan for the economic relaunch of our country.
While Prime Minister Trudeau is talking about an election, regular people in communities are worried about their kids in school, are worried about their loved ones in long-term care homes, are worried about whether they're going to be able to continue their businesses. Small businesses are worried about shutting their doors forever. And that shows how disconnected Prime Minister Trudeau is from what real people are going through. People need help right now. They need confidence in the future. They're not looking for an election. So New Democrats will not give Prime Minister Trudeau the election he's looking for. We're not going to be used as an excuse or a cover. We're going to continue to do the work that we need to do. We've announced today that there is a notice of motion before ethics where Charlie Angus is going to continue to have witnesses and documents provide testimony and evidence to ensure that the Liberal government isn't spending money on their rich friends, but instead is focused on helping people. We're going to continue to do that work. If they're filibustering in a committee and continue to filibuster when we're asking for witnesses to come forward, then Canadians will have to look at that and determine how does that look? How does it look if the Liberals are purposely delaying and denying people coming to committee and presenting?